Hey guys, so here we are finally back in my little studio for vlog number 2. It's taken forever to get out. I do apologize. I'm hoping to be back on the wagon now and get things going. I feel I've come across quite a few hurdles, mainly excuses to be fair, as to not posting this one up, and then there have been some legitimate reasons why I haven't been able to, but in general, just loads of excuses. So here we are, finally, almost a month later. It's ridiculous. Vlog number 2. So let's chat about motivation. Haha. Which was quite fitting, I suppose, seeing that it's taken me almost a month to get the second one out. Clear lack of motivation and massive procrastination. But let's chat about it. Oh, so I don't know about you guys, but those motivational memes on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter sometimes drive me completely up the wall. They do speak the truth, since they all resonate with me. I know I've posted a few things as well, so apologies if my little motivational memes have driven you up the wall. But why? Why do they make us feel like that sometimes? It's because it holds a mirror up to things that I'm not doing. Your motivational speakers at the moment, Will Smith's doing a lot of stuff and I love him and he's great to watch. But I feel like you're already there, my friend. You've made it already, and the little kippies at the bottom trying to make it in whatever way, whether your definition of making it is Will Smith level or if it's just getting through the end of the week. I kind of get frustrated, although what he's saying is true and it is motivating. I still feel like, well, kind of easy for you to say, isn't it? So the dictionary definition of motivation is the desire and the willingness to do something, and with the enthusiasm that you do it with. So that's all fine and well. I mean, we know all of that. Where do we get the desire from? Where do we get the willingness from? For me, in theory, I want to do well for myself. I want to lose weight. I want to do these vlogs. I want to do all these things, but damn, actually doing it is like a whole nother story. Where do we find the motivation to do it? I don't know. If you know, please let me know. I know we all have our own little things that we do. Some of them work better than others. Please share what works for you and see if it works for us as well. Basically, where this all came from, Chris and I had quite a big argument a couple of weeks ago now, seeing that this is a month that I wanted to post this. It's just about using our time wisely and how time is such a gift not afforded to a lot of people. At the moment, my motivation is coming from not wanting to waste time, because I just do not want to be 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line and go, what if? It could be a little bit of fear that's driving me. Whatever works for you, I don't want to waste time. Chris, on the other hand, not that he wants to waste time, he's just super relaxed and things happen the way they happen and a day goes by and whatever it is, it's not a problem. I get super stressed if I'm getting up late in the morning or if I'm just mooching around not doing anything. I get like quite anxious. So Chris and I have decided to at least get up early in the morning. So from Monday to Friday we are up at 5:30 for 6 every morning doing stuff. Our gym opens at 7, so we're there for that, and then we start our work day at 9. So no matter what happens, even if we're not going to gym that morning, we're still getting up, we're taking Holly for a walk, we're doing personal admin, and at least it just starts the day. At least you've accomplished that one thing. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, as soon as I start accomplishing things and I can tick things off, I feel motivated to keep going. Another big thing to try and help you feel motivated is to find something that excites you. Why are you doing something? What is the reason for it? If it's not exciting you, you're obviously not going to feel motivated to do it. It's really, really important. I know some of us aren't in a position to be loving what we're doing every day, but find something besides, you know, work that does motivate you in terms of light a bit of a spark under you. Because if you have one thing to at least look forward to, or at least that gets you excited, that also changes your mind shift, I feel anyway, and makes you look forward to doing it again or to working on that particular project. How do you feel once you've accomplished something? Once you've had a really good day at work, or cleared out your bedroom, or you've tidied the house, how do you feel after that? You always feel really good and a good sense of accomplishment. And I think as human beings, that is part of our makeup. We need to have a purpose. We can't just, you know, float day in and day out with not having a goal and a specific mindset. So I always feel once you've accomplished something, it gives you that sense of purpose and it makes you want to feel that again. So if you get into a habit of accomplishing things, doesn't matter how big or how small it is, it kind of is going to propel you to want to feel that again. It's like, I always use gym as an analogy because I'm really into my gym at the moment. I'm on a good vibe. I had way too much wine last week, and that next day I got up, I went to gym, I felt great afterwards. So I'm really into a good habit of going to gym every day now. So I'm using that as an example. But you always feel so good after gym the next day when you've got that good sore feeling, and I want to feel it again. That's why I'm going again, and I know exactly I feel better once I've been than if I haven't been. And I always give myself a little pep talk if I start feeling, oh, I don't really want to go, or maybe I'll just go tomorrow, or I always give myself a little bit of a pep talk as to how good I know I'm going to feel afterwards. And after the session, I always kind of give myself a mental little high five, because I feel great. Always feel really great, and that's a sense of accomplishment. So if you get into a habit of feeling good and feeling like you've accomplished something, you're going to want to keep on feeling that, which will in turn give you the motivation to do that project or finish that task. And I think that's important as well. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a big advocate of doing nothing is also still doing something, but why are you not doing anything, if you know what I mean? If you're having a lazy Sunday and you're lying on the couch and you're watching series and eating popcorn all day, that's fine, that's important, and if that's what you've set out to do for that day, then that is also your purpose for that day. And it's important to have a balance. Obviously, you don't always have to be running around and doing something. But, and here it comes, if you still have a long list of stuff that you need to do or that hasn't been done, is sitting on the couch all day, eating popcorn, watching series, is that really the way to go? So personally, I prefer ticking everything off and then rewarding myself and going, oh, I can relax now. I can sit and watch TV. I can have a glass of wine now. And that's important. So always ask yourself, before you sit down to do nothing, is there something that I could be doing now to help me with tomorrow? Which is also, of course, always easier said than done. You're having this conversation with yourself, and it does make you think twice before sitting directly onto the couch. Sleep for me is a massive thing. If I'm tired, if I haven't slept, there's no motivation for anything. So sleep and rest for me is really important. I don't know how many of you take your phones to bed or use it as an alarm. I think we've just gotten so used to always having it with us. If I can highly recommend not taking your phone to bed with you or close to you, or even having it in your bedroom, it will massively help you going to sleep and be distraction before you go to sleep. So try and cut down on your screen time before bed. I mean, how many of you have been lying in bed just quickly checking something on Facebook, and then it's an hour and a half later and you still on Facebook and you haven't switched your light off and it's now 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. That is such a waste of time, and then I just want to kick myself when I do that, because it's really massively distracting, and it doesn't serve a purpose whatsoever. I don't know if you maybe want to try this week, try not to take your phone to bed with you, use an old school alarm clock, or put it on the other side of the room so you can still hear your alarm go off, and guess what, it makes you get out of bed to switch it off, which is also quite a good thing in the mornings. But cutting down on screen time is hugely important as far as I'm concerned, and also on your social media time. It's always very difficult to feel motivated when everyone else seems to have all their shit together. you know, when you're looking at everyone else's Instagram and Facebook, and you trying to figure things out, and it looks like everyone else has got stuff figured out. They don't, I promise you. They're just pretending that they do. And a big one, guys, a big one, massive, and I know we all need to work on self-love and self-care and self-respect. If you respect yourself and you care for yourself and you love yourself, you want to do well for yourself. And it all starts with you. If you are happy with the way things are going, it resonates outwards. So, you know, the colors seem brighter, people seem nicer. It all starts within. And I know it's so frustrating and so annoying, but how many times have you woken up in the morning in a really shit mood, and the whole day is just really crappy? Everyone seems to be a nuisance, everyone seems to be annoying, nothing works, you're fighting with people. It starts all from how you are looking outward. If you get up and you're in a really good mood, everything all of a sudden is just better. It's like the birds are tweeting, you've got that whole Disney feel going on around you, and it's really not coincidental. And I know that there are a lot of outside factors that obviously influence how your day is going, but it's how you deal with it and how you react to certain situations. So what I can recommend is, I also again have a little pep talk with myself. It's self-respect, respecting myself enough to accomplish the things that I've set out to do, and that in turn hopefully should motivate you to want to do what you want to do. And a big one as well is writing things down, because once you've written it down, it becomes a plan. It's actually visually in front of you. It's not just an idea. It actually becomes a physical goal that you've set for yourself once it's written down. It's that physical act of also writing it down. It's another affirmation of doing something. So I would highly recommend on a Sunday evening, write your list for the week or your goals for the week, and break them down on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So don't think, oh my gosh, I've got this massive long list and by Friday it all needs to be done. Break it down so it becomes, you know, bite-sized chunks that you can kind of go over, mull over and accomplish, that it's not this one massive task. That's definitely helped me as well. A big question that I have for you guys, as well as myself: how do you find it or regain it once you've failed? I don't have the answer for that. If motivational memes help you and you've got them pasted all over your house, then that's amazing. Then that's really, really great. And if that motivates you just to keep on going, then awesome. If there's something else that helps you get up once you've fallen down, then please let me know, because I think that's often a big hurdle and a big problem for life's challenges. The first vlog that I did was great. It was a little bit daunting. The editing situation still freaks me out, just thinking about having to edit this now. And I got some really great feedback from you guys. Then I just felt like, oh, you know, when you're watching other YouTube videos and it's like, oh, but it's not so punchy and pacey, and I've got to start somewhere, isn't it? So I felt that's initially why I didn't post another vlog that following week, and then 1 week turned into 2, and it's now turned into over a month. So and then I also look back and I go, well, if I had just stuck to it, then I would be a month in and a month better, and now I'm kind of a month behind. So I felt pretty down, and it was just finding the motivation to get back up and to do this, even though it took a month to get this one out. It's not easy, it's really hard, but it's also a mindset and training yourself to think positively and to want to get things done. And our default setting is always seems to be like the lazy setting, which is annoying, but luckily we can change our settings. So it's all about getting into a rhythm and into a habit of doing things, not doing things. It's hard, it's a struggle, but you know, once you get there at the end of the week and you've crossed a few things off, then that's a really good feeling, and hopefully it'll propel you and motivate you to have that feeling again. So I suppose it's just about creating really good habits. Let me know what habits you do to help you or help keep you motivated, and I'll keep posting some stuff that's been helping me. But a big one for myself at the moment is getting up and making sure that when my alarm goes off, I'm up and I'm out and I'm doing stuff. If that doesn't happen, my whole day for me it's just like, it's ruined. I haven't even accomplished the first thing that I set out to do. Good luck, guys. It's hard, but we can do it. We can help each other. Let me know what you've accomplished this week. Pop it down and let's get a conversation going. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe and the notifications. I have a whole 5 subscribers, so please join them, and pop onto my Instagram and my Facebook as well for daily updates. Wishing you a really good week ahead, and yay, let's get motivated. Oh, I know. Ciao, guys.